Give the live stream a chance to catch up here. There we are. Make sure everything looks good. Catch up here. All right. Welcome to the Writer's Corner live stream. There's a link in the description if you want to, or in the chat if you want to join. It's May the 4th be with you for all you nerds out there. If you haven't watched my latest video, I talk a little bit about May the 4th. I also talk about wind therapy. I should drop a link in the chat. We'll do that now. Oh, so how's everybody today? I've been playing around with live streaming. I was trying to do StreamYard in with OBS because there's some features in OBS that just makes it look cool. I could technically do it, but I just decided it wasn't really worth the kind of the pain dealing with two separate systems. But that may change. And bam, there's my latest video for anybody who wants to check it out. And I made sure to do some MVC. I don't know why I try to always put an extra C there. Support MVC or Motor Vlogger community shoutouts, which was Fletch Dyna and Tech and Moto, both a couple really cool guys. I've had some chats behind a little bit on and off with those two, so certainly am more than happy to give them a shout out whenever I can. So last Saturday, which was the 2nd, I think it was, just a couple of days ago. Yeah, the 2nd. I participated in a event that turned out to be much larger than we expected. It was a last ride for a man named Dan Hunter. Dan Hunter is a Marine veteran, and he had been battling cancer for the past 5 years. And as I talk in my video that'll be posted next Monday, that that kind of goes near and dear to my heart because I lost my father to cancer, lung cancer specifically, the same, very similar to what he was battling. Needless to say, after 5 years of attempting to battle it, they just decided that chemotherapy was not effective, and so they decided to stop treatments and let nature and God decide his fate. And then the son decided to put together this last ride out of Circleville, Ohio, and needless to say, I think when I checked, it was about 1,600 or 1,700 people said they were going on the Facebook posts on the event page, and it ended up being over 10,000 bikes is at least what the estimate is currently. And I will say, if there wasn't at least 5,000+ bikes, I'd be highly surprised. I'll be honest, I really think the 10,000 mark is pretty accurate. I will say that's the absolutely largest group ride I have ever done, and I kind of feel bad for the people that were putting this on, and also in a certain way I kind of feel bad for the local sheriff and the state highway patrol, which big shout out to those people, the Pickaway County Sheriff Department and the state Ohio State State Highway Patrol, because they definitely attempted to block traffic for us, and I know that was a big hassle with that many bikes. Unfortunately, there was an incident that I think it happened sometime after I rolled through when we got onto US 23 South. I think that's where it happened. Some asshole just decided he wasn't waiting any longer, goes right around the cop and literally runs the guy over on a motorcycle. I will say there's nothing that right now just infuriates me more that kind of thing happened because somebody was impatient and being an asshole. And my thoughts and prayers go out to the people that was involved in that. I know at least one of them got life flighted. I guess it broke his back. I mean, it was pretty bad. I'm on the understanding that they're doing that the husband and wife are doing okay, but obviously they're still recovering, probably for quite a while. And I saw the pictures. The guy literally clean took the front end off of a road glide. I mean, it just you saw the fairing and like part of the forks and the whole front wheel was just gone. I mean, that's just the way it looked. But regardless, otherwise it was a good ride. Everything else went pretty well. Like I said, the local police shut down the roads basically so we could skirt around town, jump on the highway. I didn't end up going through the whole route that was planned. I actually cut off, and you'll sort of see that when you watch the video. Because I had to work Saturday night, so I needed to cut off and start heading back up to Columbus. And hold on just a second. So that was certainly something that it was a lot of fun. It was a little scary to a certain point just because of how many, like I said, how many bikes were there. The original plan was to have smaller groups of 10. So, we can maintain social distancing and all that stuff. Hold on just a second. Ugh. I knew that tickle wasn't going to go away. Anyway, so we were the plan was to have groups of 10 so we can maintain social distancing. Unfortunately, because of the number of people that actually showed up, that was just simply not possible. I went with Nash, who's been in a couple of my other videos. He's a really, really cool kid. And, it was obviously, he's done a couple of group rides. We did one last year at Iron Pony, which was a ride going from Iron Pony to the AIM Expo. And that was after a meet and greet with some YouTubers. So that was pretty cool. Got to meet Shade Tree Surgeon and Blockhead and a couple of others. Excuse me. And I don't know. It's it's kind of one of those things. I feel bad for Dan, but in the same boat, I can't imagine that he wasn't just absolutely enthralled about how many people showed up. I mean, there were people from all over the state. Several. I mean, I've heard that there's people from Maine, from Texas, from Oklahoma. There's even some talk that there may be some people from like Montana or something, or Colorado. So just for people to come out that far and to make the journey, obviously under the especially this current circumstances with the whole COVID stuff, it's just amazing. Like I said, I mean that many people came, and there were bikes of all kinds, literally all kinds, all years. We saw some classics, we saw some customs. I saw one bike. I don't even know what the heck it was. It looked all freaking custom, but I couldn't even tell you what the motor was. I mean, it looked really out of place. I'll have to go back in the video and see if I can pick up any identifiers and try to piece together what the actual bike was. But it was a really cool bike, and he was wearing some like old school jacket, and he had this like mohawk helmet. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. Obviously, 10,000 bike parade is a sight to be seen. I never imagined I would be part of it. I mean, if you really think about it, Adam Sandoval did the world record with Harley Davidsons, and I want to say that was it less than 4,000 bikes as part of that. I mean, so this was double what he had, and can imagine all the all the problems he went through trying to get that through that sorted. And yeah, I mean, it just I can't imagine like I said, trying to set something like that up. But yeah, I mean, it's it's. I hope to do more of that kind of stuff. Certainly, I want to do some more charity rides. A lot of stuff that I sort of had planned had pretty much went belly up with the whole shutdowns and whatnot that went down. But yeah, let's see. Says I got 2 live viewers. Feel free if you wanna join in and chat it up. And I left the link in the chat. One of these is probably me. So there might be one other person watching me yak. Come on, give me something to talk about. I need to chat. Yeah, it took quite a while though to edit that video. I wanted to try to do as much as I could in it. It's going to be a bit of a long video. I think it's 30 some minutes, 30 or 40 minutes, something like that. So it's going to be a little longer video than I'm normally posting, which I know can be a bit hard on the algorithm because, the watch time probably won't be as good. But I promise, watch it. It's worth it. Hold on a second. Damn. I was doing fine up until I started yakking. I start opening my mouth and now I'm wanting to cough. My sinus has been going absolutely bonkers because of the up and down weather, and then a lot of the trees that haven't budded yet are starting to bud. Yeah, that one came out of a little bit of nowhere, but put that in my mouth, see if that helps. But yeah, I mean, I actually can't wait for things to really open up. I want to put some miles down on the bike. I still don't know what the big ride's going to be this year. I mean, I think I've talked in one of my other videos where I normally go up to Ohio Bike Week. Now that's been pushed off to August, I think it is. Or is it October, something like that? I know it got pushed off to later in the summer. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that. Or there's going to be so many other ones I want to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to go Sturgis. That for me is like kind of my bucket list on the motorcycle thing, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for 1,350 miles or so one way. And a lot of people might go, well, why don't you trailer the bike? Technically own a truck, but it's still in the being fixed process. Something I bought for my son. And unfortunately, because of my work and some pay cuts that we had to take that were supposed to be temporary, have extended out a couple of months, and then right now we're really trying to hold on to any money that does come in because I'm going to need to excuse me, going to need to make sure to pay the bills. Stream looks pretty good though. Unfortunately, it doesn't do this camera justice. Damn, this is not going to stop. All right, well, I'm gonna take that as a good test. Certainly something I hope to do more of, and obviously I'll be jumping on. You'll probably see me jumping on a lot of other guys' streams as I can have time to do. Well, I hope everybody has a great day, has a great week. Ride safe, ride often. We'll catch you in the next one.